Okay, still waiting for this to work. RTMP variable. Yeah. Maybe I should... Yeah, nothing seems to want to work here, guys, and I don't know why. It's very frustrating. It's still saying it's not connecting to the streaming software. And it should be, from everything that I can tell. Still saying it's not connecting to the streaming software. And it should be, from everything that I can tell. Let's get rid of that. Working on the problem. Working on the problem. I mean, I'm using the software stuff. Right there. YouTube. It says it's all online. So maybe it's online and I'm just not, okay. Well, guys, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and play a little bit. Hey, it's Retro's YT. I'm sorry about the delay there. But I'm going to go ahead and assume that everything is working. And let's go ahead and play a little bit. Again, I played the first chapter of this on YouTube. So if you want to go check it out there, you're welcome to do that. Otherwise, I'm just going to go ahead and let's get started with Chapter 2 of Neverwinter Nights Enhanced Edition. And listen, again, this is my first time ever trying this software, trying to do it on 3 different places at once. So if you guys see any issues, if you can't hear me, can't see me, what have you, please let me know. I'd really appreciate that. I need to know that. But let's go ahead and dive in here. I don't know if it's going to give us a loading screen, so I may have to give you a summary of Chapter 1. Let's see. Yeah, it's not going to. Okay, really quickly, a brief update on Chapter 1. We started off in the city of Neverwinter. And the city of Neverwinter had fallen under the affliction of a horrible plague called the Wailing Death. And none of their clerics or priests or anything seemed to be able to cure the plague. So the leaders of the city, namely Lady Arabeth de Tilmarand, who worked beneath Lord Nasher, the city's leader, they were trying to find a cure for the Wailing Death, and they found, working with Kelpin Blackstaff Arunson, which if you know Forgotten Realms, you'll recognize these names. Working with him, they were able to find that 4 reagents that combined together could be used for a cure. There's a cockatrice, a dryad's, lock of a dryad's hair, an intellect devourer, and what was the other one? Yon tea. And anyway, those items, somebody attacked the academy right as they were about to make the cure, and so the items were dispersed across the different parts of Neverwinter. Our mission in the first game was to go recover all those reagents so that the cure could be made. We did that, and right at the last second, it was revealed that there was somebody indeed working within Neverwinter to defeat the cure for the plague, who had caused it to begin with. We found that out. There was a cult behind it. In Neverwinter, the agent was a guy named Destler. We found him. He was killed. Yeah, and we are trying now to find the cult that was behind the curse on Neverwinter, and we have gotten to Fort Last to try to figure out what's going on. So that's where we are. We're in Port Last, try to track down the cults behind the curse of the Wailing Death. All right, so that's essentially where we're at. Sorry if that's unclear, but we're going to go ahead and launch here and see what we can do. Alright, we are playing a bard, by the way. We're playing Kala Undomniel. She is now level 8. And yeah, she's got her skills up. She's huge charisma because she's a bard. And we've been having fun playing her. So, here we go. This little girl, Lorana, wants to talk to us. Can everybody hear her? Ah, Kaluam Domniel, you have awoken at last. I feel privileged to finally meet you, the hero of Neverwinter, here before me. I'm getting ahead of myself. You must excuse me. I'm just so excited to meet you. Welcome to Port Last. I trust you had a safe journey from Neverwinter. My name is Lorana, and Lady Arabeth has given me the honor of greeting you upon your arrival. Okay, we're gonna say it's a pleasure to meet you. Except my character's British, actually, so she has, she has a, excuse me, a British accent. Let me say again how much I look up to you. We've all heard of the heroic deeds you performed in Neverwinter and how you saved so many lives from that terrible plague. I know that you must be anxious to speak with Lady Arabeth and begin the search for the cult. She is anxious to speak with you, too. You can find Lady Arabeth and her associate, Argand, in the next room, near the exit of this building. Please go and see her right away. I wish you well in your quest to find the source of that horrible plague. I am sure that you will succeed and prove to be a hero once again. Goodbye. Okay, goodbye, Lorana. Alright. And we actually awakened originally here. At the very end of the last chapter, chapter 1, we got to see a little scene here where some kind of drow thief was in our room trying to poison us with a dagger. We killed her. Oopsie. The drow sent to kill us. So that's going to be in the dialogue that we're going to see here in a minute. So just wanted to let you guys know that. Okay, let's see who's here. Ooh, Linu is here. Sharwin, Body Knock, Tommy Undergallows, and Dalen.
Please listen.
And
I have some very important information for you.
Hold on a second, Arabeth. I just wanted to show you guys that the original henchmen are all
Please
here.
listen.
That's why I talked to all of them in chapter 1. And that's very loud. I'm going to have to turn that down a little bit, guys. I hope this is working.
Listen.
As far as I can tell, it looks
information
like everything. It's on everywhere. I'm live on
Please
everywhere.
listen.
YouTube, Facebook,
I have some
Twitch.
very important information for you.
So, that's great. I'm not sure where my chat
Please
bar
listen.
went.
I have some very important information for you.
Okay, well, hopefully chat is working. Okay. Alright, back to the right side of the screen.
It is good to see you here in
There we
Port
go.
Last, my friend. If we are to have any luck in tracking down this strange cult behind the plague, it will be with your aid, I am sure. I do not know how much you have been told about Lord Nash's orders. I shall help you understand whatever I can, certainly.
What exactly are Lord Nash's orders?
You know, of course, that Dester and Fenthik were associated with some manner of religious cult that was behind the Wailing Death in the city. We know so little about this cult, and it would be foolish in the extreme to suppose that simply because their activities in Neverwinter have been stopped, that they have been defeated. Lord Nasher commands that we track down the headquarters of this cult and discover their plans and stop them before another atrocity is committed. Erin Gend, Lord Nasher's spy master, is here in Port Last to help us do this, and has brought reports of many strange activities throughout the Northern Lands. It is possible that agents of the cult may be behind some of these activities. If so, we may be able to find them and discover where their base is located. Your aid in this will prove invaluable.
Yeah, fortunately they had some great voice acting in this, so that saves me a little bit of what's going on. Bear with me half a second here again. I want to make sure...
It is possible that agents of the cult may be behind some of these activities.
Oh, okay, good. Alright. So it looks like everything is online and working well. That's great. So that makes me very happy. Okay. Well, and if any of you want to say hello or chat, feel free to do that. Let's see. Looks like on Twitch I might have 2 viewers. Welcome, viewers. If I don't see your reply right away, I apologize. Again, this is brand new software for me. Live streaming on 3 different sites at once. So, alright. Okay, well anyway. Let's keep going here, assuming you guys can see and hear everything well. Okay. Where's my mouse? There's my mouse. Okay. How are you feeling? This must be a terrible strain.
Aye, it is, as I am sure you can well imagine. Fenthic, my only love, dead at the hands of my lawful liege. His true murderers, however, lie invisibly beyond my reach. I wish, with such fervor that it frightens me, to see those allies of Desta pay, to see Tyr visit them with terrible justice. I am a paladin of Tyr, sworn to uphold good and justice, yet somehow I cannot condemn Fenthic in my heart. He meant only to do what he saw was his duty, I am sure of it.
Wow, poor Erebeth. I mean, yeah, that's, if you followed the first chapter, Fenthic was pulled into the plot. Desther basically deceived Fenthic the whole time. Fenthic was Erebeth's fiancé, basically, in love. And Fenthic was very naive and trusted Desther the whole time, and he ended up getting blamed along with Desther when the plot was uncovered, and he was hanged. So, yeah, Erebeth is a bit distressed at the moment. Alright, lots of responses here. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna say this. Even a paladin has a heart, Erebeth. You can't be the avatar of justice all the time.
But as a paladin, I am supposed to hold myself above such earthly concerns. I am supposed to know my path and be sure of it, just as Fenthic did. Or thought he did. But I should not be distracting you from your task. My own problems are unimportant and of no interest to you, I am sure. Please, forgive me.
No, go on. Tell me what you were going to say.
It is just that Fenthic's fate could have been mine, or yours, or anyone's. How do you know that the path you walk is the correct one? I have never questioned my faith or my duty before, but neither did Fenthic. I feel doubt, and I am ashamed to admit it. Perhaps I am merely wallowing in my sorrow. Perhaps I know my path better than I think I do, but I am no longer sure. Is it wrong for me to think such thoughts?
It is never wrong to question. What's important are your answers.
Yet I have no answers, only more questions. Thank you for allowing me to unburden my heart, but perhaps it is best if I put these thoughts out of my head for now. The safety of Neverwinter relies on your mission, and my duty regarding that is more than clear. Let us speak of that instead.
Okay, I'm having a little trouble falling into my accent here, but we'll get it. Alright, do you have any advice for me?
I would suggest you speak to Erengend and find out where to focus your efforts in finding evidence of the cult.
Oh, that's it? Hey, man, I want to talk to you a little bit more. Alright, well, we'll just loot these public chests since they're sitting here waiting to be looted. Let's do that first. Yeah, and again, as usual, guys, if you see or hear anything that is off, please let me know, because I can't always tell from that side of things. Alright, I lost my YouTube viewer, but I still got some Twitch. Weird day, weird time of day for me to be streaming. I get it. I wanted to test this today, see what happens.
Hey, I suppose you're here to sign up, are you? I've no time for a new apprentice, however, so off you go.
Sign up for what? For the bloody mercenary guild, of course. Isn't that why you've come? Unless you're not here for training. Wait, now I've placed you. You're the one of the folk who came with the Lady Erebeth, aren't you? From Neverwinter. My apologies, lass. We get so many strangers coming through town these days, after all. Something I can do for you. Who are you? Me name be Kendrak, head of the guild here in Mayor Port Last, also known as the first captain. Your name be then... Pleased to meet you. My name is Kala Undomniel. Aye, I think I recall the lady mentioning you now. She said you'd be a hero, in fact, which makes me doubly glad you're here. I have a problem someone competent like yourself might be able to help with, and there's coin in it for you to boot. Might you be interested? What's the problem? Oh, this is a lot to read. I received word from Waterdeep not long ago that a group of criminals escaped from the Bulwark prison. Dangerous bunch, killers all. According to the word, the group be split up to avoid capture, but all of them be in this region. That makes me nervous, it does. Each of them has a sizable bounty for the left ear marked with the seal of the bulwark to prove that they be dead. 'Tis too dangerous a task to set me own men to it, but perhaps she might be up to the challenge. What does she think, lass? How much are the bounties? There be 5 criminals escaped, and a bounty of 300 gold pieces exists for each of them. Wow. Just how dangerous are these men? Not all be men, in fact, but all be quite deadly. If you finds them, be careful. At least they be separated now, and not all together. So, I would have to bring back their ear? Aye, they be not wanted alive any longer. The seal of the prison on the ear identifies them, and it'd be easier than carrying the body. Yes, I'll do it. 'Tis a relief to hear that, lass. If you left 3 and alive, these criminals would become a problem, I am sure. I hope you finds them all. The 5 be named as follows: Zor the Sturge, Wyvern, Delilah, and Yezgar. Tell me about Zor. Zor be a minotaur, so he should stick out wherever he goes. He be strong and a fierce warrior, but is a wee bit simple in the head. I am told that he has many friends still in Luskin, and may be that he will be there, or at least attempting to enter the city. Tell me about the Sturge. The Sturge be a strange one, a gnome thief it is said, who believes himself to be the smartest man alive. The gnome was The gnome was sighted lost in the wildlands along the south road, that he could be anywhere there. Did I ask about Wyvern or not? Tell me about Wyvern. A Wyvern is an elven man, a renowned bandit who is familiar with the ways of the wood. He be deceptive and cunning and skilled with the bow. The elf has not been sighted, but I have little doubt he be hidden within the Neverwinter wood. Best search for him there. Alright, Delilah? A female halfling who is known to be cruel and wicked. She be an assassin who comes out of Luskin. I hear the city be closed up tight, however, so I doubt she'll be there. Last word I have of that one is that she was spotted east of town, and then all but vanished. Alright. Tell me about Yezgar. Yezgar be a fierce half-orc murderer, and it was he that masterminded the escape of all these criminals. I'm sorry, guys. The voices are not... Usually they come pretty easily, they're just not today. Of all the ones that I've escaped, 'tis Yezgar who has remained the most elusive. I have not a clue where he might be, though he will not stray far. Alright, I'll be going. I wish you the best of luck on your quest, lass. Alright, so, obviously, side quest for us to do. Money. Money everywhere. Okay. So I think we'll just kind of follow where they want us to go first. They're going to want us to go north. We haven't talked to our henchmen yet. We're going to pick who we want to go with us. But first thing we need to do, per Arabeth, is talk to this dude, Aaron Genn. So let's go take care of that.
Hail, friend. You were instrumental in ridding Neverwinter of the Wailing Death, I understand. Allow me to congratulate you on a job well done. You have shown yourself to be possessed of remarkable courage and resourcefulness. That is fortuitous, for both these qualities will be needed if you are to complete your mission. But that is not how we should begin. I am known as Aaron Genn, and I have served our Lord Nasher for some time. Hopefully, I may be of similar use to you now.
Pleased to meet you. My name is Kola Indomniel.
Indeed. I know who you are. There are many who whisper your name right now, and it is my business to listen to them all. My place lies in the shadows.
Intriguing.
I have many eyes and ears throughout the northern lands, and it is my place to inform Lord Nasher where the Vipers lay in wait. If only I had foreseen the actions of this cult, I could have prevented the disaster. But these men move skillfully out of my sight and hearing. Instead of recriminating myself for my failure, I must do what I can to repair the damage. And that is to offer what information I have to you, so that you may find where this new nest of vipers hides. Arabeth has informed you of where you must search, yes? She has told you of how you may root out these fiends?
She said you would explain the details.
Unearthing the cult will not be a simple task. What few whispers I have collected, however, have allowed me to narrow your search to this region. It is vital that the cult's exact location be found, and that we are certain any leads we discover are not attempts at deception. Erebeth will not be satisfied until we find at least 2 separate leads that point to the same locale. That is your task. I do know of one possible lead for you. There has been strange news regarding a series of caves that lie north of Port Last. Investigation may reveal the cult to be hidden there.
Okay, so that's where we're gonna head first. Series of caves north of Port Last.
If not, there are other avenues for you to investigate. The city of Luskan to the north, Neverwinter Wood to the east, and the wildlands of the South Road. I suggest, however, that looking into the caves first would still be your wisest choice.
Tell me about the caves.
The caves are in the hills to the north of Port Last, near the Green Griffin Inn. They have long been used by humanoid tribes of orcs, bugbears, and the like. They aren't usually a concern. In recent months, however, I have received word that these various humanoid creatures have been raiding the roads south of Luskan. This would not be unusual, except that the creatures now seem very organized and, I hear, are being led by humans. This leads me to believe the cult may be involved. That will be for you to determine. Just keep this in mind. No matter what you find there, Erebeth will wish 2 firm leads on the cult's location before she will act. We cannot afford a mistake. Have you a question for me then, my friend?
I'm not going to ask about the other places I should search yet, because I want to follow the game's recommendations here, but let's see. I would rather talk about something else.
Aye. What would you have of me?
How did you become a spy master for Lord Nasha?
That is a curious question, my friend. Nor does it have a simple answer if the truth be known, and is not a tale that I care to often tell.
I'd still like to hear the tale.
As you wish, my friend. Though I'll not be held responsible should you nod off during the telling of it.
Let me see. Perhaps it is best if I ask you a question first. You are a person possessed of wondrous magics, are you not? How is it that you came into your calling? Was it an accident? Was it born purely of talent? Do you believe you were fated to be what you are?
It's a very interesting question. Well, given that I'm a bard, I have always had a talent for what I do.
It must be a fine thing to be sure of one's abilities. I envy you that. For most, the destination is never clear until they arrive. I myself started life as a slave in the southern deserts of Kalimshan. Never would I have foreseen that I might become who I am today. I knew of the lush and wild jungles of my homeland, Chapt, only I
through
envy
the
you
bedtime
that.
tales of my mother.
For most, the
I have never laid eyes upon its shore.
Okay, sorry, I just popped over there. Hey, Martin, how you doing? We are, yeah, you probably already seen it, but we're playing a Neverwinter Nights Enhanced Edition. It was an original PC game, and we're playing Chapter 2. I played Chapter 1 on YouTube, so you're welcome to go check it out there too. But using a brand new software tonight, which is allowing me to stream on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook at the same time. So that's what's going on. I just managed to pop over here and see the chat. I'm glad everything is working okay. That's awesome. So yeah, if I don't reply right away, bear with me, because I'm just learning to toggle through some different windows at the same time here. Okay, yeah, this is just a very different setup for me, but I'm glad it's going okay for everybody. Alright, and again, I usually fall into these my character is British, so whenever I speak for my character, she has a British accent. Usually that comes very easily for me. I guess maybe I'm a little nervous about the different software and stuff, but yeah. So yeah, bear with me with that. Okay, yeah, there is a chat thing with this, but it doesn't seem to be working. I don't know, let me chat. Please enable channels here. Hold on. Yeah, thank you, it helped. I still have questions. Oh, well, now they give me this. Here, I'm giving you an article to read about how this works. That's unhelpful when I'm trying to figure this out. Okay, well, I'll just have to go back and forth between this and, I guess, Twitch, because that's where I have somebody. Okay. Alright, anyway, this is probably my favorite, one of my absolute favorite fantasy adventures from back in the day. I think Quest for Glory is my favorite, but this is definitely in the top 5. Alright, anyway, let's just go ahead and get back into playing here. I just wanted to check, see how everything was going. Alright.
My mother was owned by a most vicious and cruel caliph. As a slave child, one learns to stay out of sight and to move silently, lest one be beaten. Moreover, I learned to listen. I listened to the chatter of the servants, the bored talk of the guards. For many, many years, I was the shadow in the caliph's halls. For all my hiding, however, I proved of no use to anyone but myself. I could not save my mother when the caliph beat her to death for spilling a tankard of his mead, for instance.
Oh my. You were a child. What could you have done?
I blamed myself regardless, as the young often do. In grief and anger, I stabbed and killed the caliph, and was subsequently chased into the streets of Kalimpor.
What happened to you then?
I fled into the shadows of the city, and was not alone there. I found many who I will call allies and not friends, for we acted in unison only to survive. The law pursued me, so always I remained hidden and listened as I once had. The fact that I was a thief to remain alive did not help. And eventually, even the shadows of the city were no longer safe for me. I sought passage out of the city, and eventually a captain took pity on me and gave me a position aboard his ship. Perhaps you have heard of Randall the Red?
I think so. You became a pirate.
Randall the Red deserved his reputation as a violent and cunning pirate of the Sword Coast. While I joined his crew, I was not a pirate as you think of it. I was not fond of drink as the other sailors were, and instead spent my time at each port making new contacts and listening. Over the years, Randall grew to depend on my skill. He gave me gold to establish informants throughout the coast, and I heard news the instant it happened. It was I who kept Randall safe and one step ahead of his pursuers, for always would I know before the chase was on us.
How did you feel being a pirate?
I was not truly a pirate. I was his master of spies, though I did not put a name to what I did. And while Randall was indeed a pirate, he was an easy man to like. I was not fond of the looting and pillaging Randall indulged in,
Sorry, guys.
and did my best to subtly steer him away from the worst of it. Randall knew what I was doing, and permitted it only because I was otherwise invaluable to him. He cared not if I cringed and turned a cheek when the crew plied the worst of their bloody trade. As the years passed, I came into a certain amount of my own fame along the Sword Coast. My life
How did
was
you
my
feel being
life,
a
and I
pirate?
was satisfied with it, and discharged my duty as best I knew. It was not until I encountered Lord Nasher that my life would change forever. That, however, is another tale. Ask me of it sometime, my friend.
Thank you for telling me.
And thank you for listening. As I said, it is not a tale I tell often. Back to more important matters. Is there something you needed?
What will you be doing while I'm searching for the cult?
I still serve as Lord Nasher's master of spies, my friend. And his need for proper information is more vital now than even before. My ear must remain to the ground, even if my efforts must be coordinated from here, rather than deeper in the shadows.
Alright. Well, I confess, part of the reason that I did that story now, ordinarily I would have gone out and fought or something first to keep things moving, but I did it now partly to give some time to play with my controls and stuff. But as far as I can tell, everything looks like it's working great, which is awesome. This dude, actually, Aaron Gend, is one of my favorite characters in this, so I think it's worth getting his story. He's a fun character.
I shall continue to seek word on the cult that might aid your quest. Though I have my doubts in that. You will have far more success than I think.
What is the situation in Neverwinter?
Grim. Lord Nasher reports that many of our armed forces have perished from the plague, and even more are needed to restore order to the city. The worst is perhaps over now that the plague's cured, but still we reel from a crippling blow. It will be some time before things return to what they were.
I have questions about the region.
What do you wish to know?
Never mind. I'll go now.
I shall hope that the gods keep you safe, my friend.
Aw, a little bow. Okay, so that taught us a little bit about, well, a lot about him, Aaron Gend personally, and some more about what we're doing. So, we're going to be going into the caves. For that, I think close quarters, lots of fighting. I actually feel like it might be best to take Dalen first for that. So let's go get Dalen.
It is a pleasure to see you again, though not altogether unexpected. I had heard that Erebeth recruited you to stamp out the foul cult that was responsible for the plague.
I'm surprised to see you here, Dalen. Alright. I know we went our separate ways, Kala, but it seems the gods have seen fit to bring us together once more. After we parted ways in Neverwinter, I returned to the Trader Blades to offer my skills for hire. It was there I was approached by Lady Erebeth on behalf of Lord Nasher himself. It seems Lord Nasher is determined to root out the cult that brought so much suffering to his city. He has ordered all the mercenaries in Neverwinter to come to Port Last to join in the search. So, you were conscripted into service by Erebeth? When Erebeth recruited the mercenaries, we were all paid in advance for our services. Well paid. Lord Nasher is sparing no expense in tracking down these cultists. Our instructions were simply to make ourselves available to whomever requires our assistance. So, in that spirit, is there anything I can do for you? Alright. Do you have any information on the cult behind the Wailing Death? I have heard nothing of the cult, though many suspect, as I do, that answers might be found in the city of Luskan. Luskan? That city has long been an enemy of Neverwinter, an evil blight upon the north. It is widely acknowledged as the home of murderers and thieves, a place with no honor. It would not surprise me to discover links to the cult in that den of evil. Is there anything else I can help you with, Kala? I could use a good fighter by my side. I would be honored to join my blade to your cause. Okay. I wasn't actually trying to get him into a deep conversation there, but I guess they have... Look at that strength! I guess they have a bit of a introduction, you know. How they got here and stuff and what Lord Nasher's doing. Quest board, I think, you know, Aaron's Tale. We talked to him, learned about him. Search for the cult. Yeah. Really quickly, I'll read through this. Through your valiant efforts, the city of Neverwinter has been saved, and what citizens it still has have been spared the suffering of the Wailing Death. I should have read this as our introduction to the story, but anyway, this is the summary. Dessler, the man responsible for spreading the plague, did not act alone, however. He had substantial backing from a powerful and mysterious cult, known only to be based somewhere north of Neverwinter. With the city's long quarantine lifted and her lover Fenthic hanged, Lady Arabeth has moved the base of her investigation to the township of Port Lost, northernmost member of the Lord's Alliance. There she has once again put out a call to adventurers to seek out the cult's corruption wherever it may lie. The cult's base must be discovered and its leaders brought to justice. Standing guard over Arabeth at the local mercenary barracks is Erin Gend, a spy master in the service of the Alliance. She has encouraged all adventurers to work closely with him in their ongoing search of the region. Okay, and we already read that. Erin explained that we think it might be north of the city. So, yeah. Anyway, obviously, this is a very story-intensive game, which, to me, as far as I'm concerned, is the best kind of game. But there's going to be lots of fighting here, so we're actually going to be going out to make sure that we're fully equipped with gear, and then we'll be going to do some fighting. Hello, madam, or is it my lady? I'm not very good at this. It's just that you look like an adventurer, and my pa and I could certainly use some help. Calm down. What seems to be the problem? Well, me and my pa, his name's Gerald. Everyone in Port Last knows him. We live on a farm just north of the town gates. There's lots of monsters that live in the hills around our farm. Normally they don't bother us so much, but lately they've been ambushing travelers in caravans and such, being real bold. They even went and kidnapped my mother while me and my pa were away from the farm last week. So my pa sent me from town to get help. Okay. This is rude, but I'm going to have her say it just because, honestly, it should be the local guards you'd think that would be helping. Surely someone in authority can help you. Pa says he's sent lots of messages about the troubles, but the mayor's all caught up helping Neverwinter. He's got no time to help us. That's not good. There were some other adventurers who went before, but none of them have come back. Oh, okay. I was hoping maybe you could do what they couldn't. You want me to find your mother? We just need your help. All I ask is that you go and talk to my pa, Gerald. Nothing else. Alright, I'll help. That would be great, my lady. I'm sure my pa would appreciate it. To get to our farm, you just need to go through the north gate and follow the road a bit. I'll stay here for now and find some more people to send to Pa until he comes me back. I'm sure you'll do the trick, though. Just go and talk to him. Okay, I think I might do a southern accent for everybody here in Port Last. It seems like it's a mining town, so I think that may be appropriate. You know what? Before I do anything else, let's go to the temple. That'll be my first stop for equipment and such, and also we're going to be picking up some quests here. It's always in the first episode of a new chapter, we're picking up lots of new quests, so... before I do that, and I hate to do this when I just started the stream, I'm so sorry. If you guys can hold for just a minute, I need to use the restroom. So I will be right back, guys. Please hang in there with me. I'll be right back. So sorry about that, guys. I am back now. Sort of a not expected break there that I really didn't intend to take, but that's okay. Whoops. Signing back into my stuff. There we go. Okay. Alrighty then. Okay. Let's go ahead. Get back into the game here. Alright. We went to the temple first. Because in any game you play, it's always a good idea. Fantasy game anyway. To stop in at the local temple. See if there's anything they have to say. And we're going to be picking up some quests here. Just some quick notes about our equipment. So far we're doing pretty good. We got hide armor +2. We have an awesome item. Our awesome sword right now, the Desert Wind +2. Which... why won't you let me show what it is? Here, maybe if I... No! There, there we go. I had it paused. Okay, basically it's a +1 scimitar with with a d6 of fire damage, so it's pretty sweet. You've seen it kind of firing down there. And then of course our Shield of the Watch. Let's see. Human +2 AC shield modifier. Alright, so we have a decent AC of 23 here. AC is, that's how hard you are to hit. And it's pretty good. We get all kinds of other loot from Game 1 here too. But, yeah, let's go ahead and chat with Nurik the Priest. Hello. Welcome to the Tyrian Temple. Tell me, are you here for Tyr's services, or perhaps the Lady Luck herself has guided you to us during these dark days? Some of these I'm just going to read quick through without the accent, just so you get the gist. If it's important, I'll read through myself, do the accents the best I can. Why must I use a magical portal to enter your temple? I know it may seem strange to you, my lady, but the temple within Port Last was actually destroyed during the time of troubles, when the gods themselves walked the face of Faerun. We had retreated to a cave far from the town, hidden well enough that we could carry on our Lord Tyr's orders in safety. For our efforts, he blessed us with a portal that he still connects us to the town and consecrated this new place. We're no longer in danger in Port Last, of course, but this hidden temple still serves us well. At the very least, it is a safe haven should troubles ever rise again. That makes sense. Have you a need then, my sister? I shall help however I am able. All right. Who are you? My name is Kala Undomniel. Oh, pardon my manners, good Sister Kala. I am Nurik, the priest in charge of this Tyrian temple of good Port Last. And though it pains me to trouble you, I ask a favor of you if I might. As I alluded to, these are dark days, days that call for a hero. Have you a need then? Blah, blah. Okay. Perhaps you need some assistance. Well, I'm hesitant to suggest the task because of the danger involved, but it's very important. You can be certain that I'll compensate you for the risk, should that matter to you. Tell me what you would have me do. Let me tell you how this started. A short time ago, a foul beast settled into the area of the town. I feel like the editing on this isn't as good as it used to be. Anyway, at first, few of us knew of its presence. Indeed, Port Last has known few troubles for many years. Slowly, however, we became aware. Several of our citizens disappeared without any trace. That might be an indicator of something going on wrong. And always on the night of a full moon. Wolf prints were found. The howling was constant. We thought the town besieged. The trouble was from no pack of wolves, however. It came from a creature much more powerful and cunning. A werewolf. The famous hunter, Sir Carathas, was sent for with orders to slay this black wolf, as we came to call it. Carathas took with him 4 of Port Last's younger lads to aid his task, but unfortunately the black wolf was merciless. He overcame the night and attacked the 4 boys, and only young Ander managed to return to us unharmed. According to Ander, the 3 other boys were wounded but had managed to flee. I fear that this means the curse of the werewolf will have been passed on to them. If the boys are not found and cured or killed, we could very well be facing even more danger than from the black wolf alone. I have silver charms here which may yet dry the curse from their blood. You must subdue the beast first, however, and convince them to use the charms if you can. And then the black wolf himself must be dealt with. As I said, a terrible but vital task. Who is this Ander you mention? Ander is a youth who goes out of his way to help others. They're so naive and trusting at that age. If you care to speak with him, you'll find him at the Alliance Arms Inn. Mind, however, that he's probably still shaken up from his experiences. Now, please tell me that you'll follow through this quest. Tell me that you'll find where the boys have gone and free them for the curse, however you are able. This might be a prudent question to ask before I agree to the task. Where can I get the weapons to fight werewolves? I hope that it will come to such bloodletting only as a last resort. These are innocent lads under a curse. There is a peddler who came to town after hearing of our plight. His name is Alhilor. You'll find him at the Alliance Arms Inn. He can provide you with silvered arrows as well as access to some belladonna. But please, use them only if you must. Alright. I will do this for you. You don't know how relieved I am to hear that. Wow, the editing. Sorry. Just as a writer, I'm noticing all these little things that are just not good editing. And I don't remember them being like this in the original game. It must have been when they brought it over to the Enhanced Edition. But alright, anyway, I'll try to look over the editing issues. You don't know how relieved I am to hear that. Here, take the silver charms. Hopefully they can be used to cure all 3 boys and Sir Carathis, should he still live. Each of the boys wears a ring. They should give them up freely if cured. Bring them back to me and then I'll know the situations are resolved. Alright. I have some more questions about this job. I'm certain of it. What I've told you would be much for anyone to absorb. What would you wish to know, sister? Well, where will I find these afflicted boys? The 4 of them, Bran, Geth, Earth, and Sir Carathis, are scattered about, and usually only to be found at night. Finding them will be difficult. Can you tell me anything about Bran? I've heard that he was last spotted in the Charwood area, though where specifically I could not say. Please don't let that dissuade you from looking. I'm sure luck will be on your side. Actually, the story of Charwood is my favorite part of this. It's definitely my favorite part of the chapter, probably my favorite part of the game. So that'll be fun to check out. Is there anything more about the boys you want to ask? I feel so helpless. Perhaps I didn't know them as well as I would have liked. If only I knew better where they might have gone. Are scattered about. Okay. What do you know of Geth? I know for a fact that Geth traveled to the Neverwinter Wood. You know, he enjoyed being around people. I'd look for campgrounds or villages within the woods. He's sure to be close by. Is there anything more about the... Okay, you said that already. Where might I find Earth? Earth, I'm afraid, could be anywhere. His family has been so very fearful for him and his whereabouts, to be unable to do something for their pain. Could I speak with his family? Yes, of course, the Eisenfelds. Their farm is on the south end of Port Blast. Perhaps something they say will assist your search. Is there anything more? Yes. Do you know where Sir Carathis is? Sir Carathis is a brave knight. Faced with his own corruption, I'm sure he would flee to the ends of the world. Perhaps if you could save the children, they will know where he might be. Okay, I think that's it for that. Talk about something else. I don't really need to talk about the services, but let's look at the store. See, oh, unfavorable. Dude, I'm like a bard with amazing persuasive abilities, and you just turned away from me. Well, I think we have some stuff we can get rid of here. There's a garnet. I don't really have all that much money. Cloak of Elvenkind. That could be useful, but I like wearing my many-starred cloak, too. Ooh, hide +10. That is useful. Is there anything else I could just toss? I'm not going to use this potion of speed. You can have that. Visibility. Why do I have 2 morning stars +1? I'm not sure what's going on there, but you can have them. Just real quickly. Fox's Cunning I probably won't use. I'll use the potion of lore. I'll hold on to the dragon's blood. Yeah, I tried to have everything organized in the other game. It just makes it so much easier when you have this stuff organized. Potion of endurance. Bark skin. There we go. Okay. Lesser Restream. Why is that sitting out here? Those definitely need to be inside. Black Raven Axe. Okay. Alright. see. Bracers of Dex +2. Boost the Sun Cell +2. What do I... Gloves of Concentration. Yeah, I kind of need that for my spell casting. I just want to see if they... Ooh, have anything... Oh, if I was a monk, that'd be sweet. Using my Desert Wind +1, so it's +1, the D6 of fire. I don't think he's going to have the special weapons. I think we have to find somebody to make them. I'm trying to go quickly. Rod of Resurrection. My goodness, that would be so nice. But, yeah, I can't afford it. Yeah, okay. Well, anyway, if I get killed, this is where I'm going to end up in the temple. That's another reason you need to talk to the temple. Kaliandros would explain that, but I don't need to talk to him right now. Here, let's just leave. That was a temple. We picked up that quest for the werewolf, about the werewolves. There's a Pharmason. We have that quest now. I think this is the Alliance Arms Inn. Yes. They're one of the boys that managed to escape the werewolf plague is in here. We need to talk to him.
Hander, this will work out yet. Everything happens for a reason, it does.
Thanks so much for helping me, Al-Halor.
Well, speak of the kid. All right. Oh, that's Al-Halor.
Al-Halor, Port Last's only anti-lycanthropic merchant, at your service. Come one, come all, defend yourself against the legend of the Black Wolf.
Tell me what you know of this Black Wolf. Ah, now there is a story indeed. The Black Wolf is a legend in these parts, a powerful werewolf who has been about for many years, stealing children and slaying lone travelers. He is a legend no longer, however. Ander here is the sole survivor of a band of hunters who encountered the Black Wolf in the flesh and lost. How are you involved in all this? Well, I have no direct part in the tale, madam. I travel wherever tales of lycanthropes abound, hoping my goods will aid in their destruction. People here are quite worried about this Black Wolf, naturally, so the anti-lycanthropic business has been good. Ander here has been very helpful. I'd like to hear more about this encounter. You'd be better off asking young Ander. He could tell you firsthand what I could only collect from discussions. All right? Can I buy some anti-lycanthropic goods from you? Okay, and here's what he has. He actually has some really nice stuff for playing a roguish character. Whoa, dude, hey!
Thanks so much for helping me out.
You're the hero of Neverwinter, that much is
dude,
sure.
I was totally talking to somebody else. What do you want? What do you wish exactly? Well, I suppose I should know for sure that you are who I think you are. I don't want to make a mistake, after all. I am Kala. Why do you ask? Really? You are actually Kala Undomniel, then? Yes? Yeah, I don't like this dude. Just what is it you want exactly? I'm sorry. I just wanted to make sure it was really you. I want to thank you. I have family in Neverwinter, and you saved their lives when you cured the plague. I wanted to give you this ring as a token of my gratitude. This is interesting. What? I think this is probably how I do. He's a little too eager. So, no, keep it. I don't need it. But, it's a very nice ring. Please take it. That's why I wanted to find you, after all, to give it to you for all you've done.
This will work out yet. Everything
If you're so
happens for a
grateful,
reason,
why
it
don't you give me
does.
something
Thanks so
more?
much for helping me, Al-Halor.
I just wanted to see what he'd say. I suppose. Here, take all the gold I have on me, but I'm glad to give it to you along with the ring. I don't know if it's magical. He left. But it's always brought me luck. I hope it brings you luck too. Thank you again, Kala, and farewell. That was a little strange to me. Okay, I was talking to Al-Halor. Can I buy some anti-lycanthropic goods? Yeah, if you're a roguish character, he got some good stuff. That's just regular +2 armor. Armor of the Wolf. Ooh! Shape Changer +5 AC modifier. Armor bonus +3. Skills move silently. That right there alone is worth it, but ooh, it's expensive. Daggone. I definitely don't have that much money. Bracers of Dex. I don't have any of that yet.
Don't worry, young Ander. This will work out.
I like some of his weapons.
Everything happens
too.
for a reason.
Woodcutter's axe.
Thanks so much for helping me, Al-Halor.
+2. Shape Changer +3. Again, that's already better than what I've got. Also incredibly expensive. We just don't have that kind of money yet. regular potions. What am I wearing? +2, I already have that. Belladonna. It's a rare plant that seems to have an adverse effect on were creatures. The plant is used like a potion. It will temporarily protect the user from shape changer attacks. I'm actually going to buy these because they're supposed to be good against the werewolves that we're going to hunt. Might be a good thing to have. I think we need 4 of them. I'll get an extra one just in case. That I can afford. All this other stuff is amazing. I just don't have the money. 41,580 bucks. Kind of surprised I don't have more money than I do. Usually at the end of the first game, you got oodles and oodles of money. Okay, so let's talk to.
Don't worry, young Ander. This will work out yet.
Is there something
Everything
the matter?
happens for a reason. It does.
Do you have something to ask of me?
Who are you? My name is Ander, madam. I help Alhalor here when he has need of it. And he does a fine job of it, too. You just talk to me if you need anything to fight a werewolf like the one that shook up old Ander here. Tell me about your encounter with the werewolf. I suppose there's no harm in talking about it if Nurik says it's okay. He said that I should try to forget about it. Stop thinking about it so much. I don't know. I try. Sometimes I feel kind of normal, and then all I can see are those eyes looking out from the cave. And there's that feeling of knowing something is wrong. Total fear. Anyway, Carathis was a werewolf hunter, and he came here to hunt the black wolf. That's what we call Port Last Werewolf. Carathis wanted some help, so me and some friends volunteered. Bran, Gath, and Earth. We didn't think there was any real wolf anyway, and Carathis' coin was good. Together, we began a hunt for the black wolf. We found wolf tracks and followed them to a cave. Carathis went in while we set up camp. It's just outside of Luskan, that cave, in the hills east of the Green Griffin. Obviously very important to remember. We're going to be looking for Carathis at some point. Not long after we set up camp, Carathis came out, but as a werewolf. I was so scared. I could still see his face so clearly. I couldn't help but run. We all ran. I'm the only one that got away. The rest are probably beasts now too. Or dead. Why did Carathis insist on going in alone? He was too worried about us, and he thought it was his duty. I don't think I could have gone in alone, or even with him. I don't think I could ever go back to that cave either. Why did Carathis need your help then? He was afraid that the black wolf would try to escape. He wanted us to keep it from running away. We didn't know what to do when he went in and came out a beast. I'm sorry. Did you need something else? All right. Where was the black wolf's cave again? It was a cave just outside of Luskan in the hills east of the Green Griffin. Okay. Do you know where the others might be? You mean Earth, Bran, and Gath? I know places that they like to go before. I haven't been able to look yet. I want to, but I can't. You know where Earth could be? His family might know. I want to ask them myself, but I'm too ashamed to speak with them. I don't know what happened to Earth, and I think they likely hate me. If you want to ask them about Earth, they live on the south side of town. Just don't say anything about me. Alright. How about Bran? Where would he go? Bran liked the mysteriousness of Charwood. I wouldn't be surprised if he's there now. If you find him, tell him I said hello. That I'm still thinking about him. Alright. Earth, Bran, Geth. Maybe you can tell me where to look for Geth. Geth was the one that talked me into doing this. He always dragged me out to the Neverwinter Wood, and we'd pretend we were heroes. Maybe he went there. Alright. I think that's good enough. We talked to him about what happened. He gave us an idea where to find the other boys. You know, it really wasn't a bother to talk to you. Enjoy Port Last, stranger. Goodbye. If you have really low charisma, you get very, very different reactions from people. It's pretty funny. Okay, let me get a drink quick. Okay. So, collecting our quests. There's another dude in here that I think we might need to talk to. Customers are customers, but anybody has a name is generally pretty interesting. Elaith Kralnober? It's supposed to be Kronbauer. Anyway.
Greetings to you. It is rare we see new faces come to drink with us at the Alliance Inn.
You look familiar somehow. That is certainly an odd way to begin a conversation. I would have expected you to introduce yourself, at the very least. I am known as Elaith Kronnober. I'm sorry, it was different in the original.
Don't worry, young
This last
Ander,
name,
this
they
will
changed
work
it.
out yet. Everything
At times
happens
like
for a
this, I
reason,
do
it
so
does.
wish I could
Thanks so
return
much
to
for
Evermeet,
helping
where
me,
grace and
Alhalor.
courtly... Shut up, guys. Where grace and courtly manners were the custom, rather than the exception. Alas, that way is closed to me now. Now, because I'm a bard, I know lots of lore. Elaith Kronnober, I've heard that name before. Ah, yes, the smuggler and ruthless adventurer out of Waterdeep. Perhaps you heard of my little encounter with the Knights of the Shield. It is of no matter. You heard tales only of the man I once was. I am no longer he, even if you choose not to believe me. What are you doing here, then? Not that it's truly any of your business, but I am seeking passage to Evermeet. The way is closed to me, however, and seeking an alternative route is proving difficult. Evermeet is close to you. Why is that? Obviously, I am one of the elven folk, and Evermeet is my ancestral home. I was born there, but left long ago. The way back is closed to me because I have not always been the best of men, you see.
Don't worry, young Ander,
Smuggling,
this will work out yet.
thievery.
Everything
I
happens
have
for
my
a
sins,
reason,
I
it
admit.
does.
Thanks so much for helping me, Alhalor.
Okay, dude. This is cool when you first come in, but it's annoying when it keeps interrupting conversations. Alright. I am no longer the reckless youth I once was, however. I have retired from my illegal activities and am now simply weary, and seeking peace. My heart longs to return to Evermeet to show its beauty to my daughter. She has never even seen the homeland of her own people, you see, and I have promised to take her there one day, though that may prove an impossible task. Please continue. The one way I may have to return home is through the construction of a ceremonial scepter gifted to an official in Luthelspar. It is a bribe of sorts, but an old and cultural one, and the requirements are very specific. The scepter must be adorned with 5 separate gems cut by an elven master craftsman. Difficult to find in Faerun, to say the
Don't worry,
least.
young Ander, this will work out yet. Everything happens for a reason, it does.
Thanks so much for helping me, Alhalor.
I guess when you're just playing, you don't have to be talking. That's annoying. 2 of the gems I have. The final 3 I have tracked to this area, but sadly their owners are loath to part with them for any price. Without them, I cannot complete the scepter, and neither I nor my daughter will ever return to Evermeet. A fitting fate for me, perhaps, but cruelly unfair to her. So, what do you intend to do? I intend to get those gems, with or without the owner's permission. I will not give up on my quest now, not when I am so close. I may just have to hire someone to get them for me, by whatever means necessary. In fact, you seem like someone who might have the skills I need. What do you say? Might you be interested in a task that requires stealth and guile? I reward you well for success. What kind of reward are we talking here? I have no illusions acquiring these gems is no simple task. If it were, I would have done so myself
Don't
already.
worry, young Ander,
But you
this
seem
will
a capable
work out
sort.
yet. Everything
Perhaps
happens
you
for
can
a
succeed
reason,
where
it
I
does.
cannot.
Thanks so much for helping me, Alhalor.
They're really annoying me with that. Okay, I can offer you this. 200 gold pieces for each of the gems that you return to me. If you bring all 3, I will add an additional 400 gold as well as a magic item that I'm sure you'll find a use for. Dude. So what is that? 600 plus 4? That's like 1,000 gold. That is more than the tiny gems would be worth elsewhere if you were to attempt to sell them on your own, I assure you. Well, we know he has a bad reputation. I'd expect some kind of payments up front if you want me to do this. Nobody else has taken up my offer yet. Until I have someone who has agreed to this mission, I'm more desperate than I would like. Very well, you win. Here, 100 gold pieces. That is all I am willing to give you up front. When you bring me the gems, I will reward you further. Oh, goodness. Let me tell you exactly what you must search for. The 3 gems are small, the size of a fingernail, but elegantly carved and with many delicate facets.
Don't worry, young Ander, this will work out yet. Everything happens for a reason, it does.
Thanks so much for helping me, Alhalor.
They are light-hued, but will have something vaguely dark in their center. One of the gems is in the possession of Wanav, a local wizard. I suspect the gem is secreted away in his tower, which can be found in the grasslands between Portlast and Charwood. The tower gates are magically locked, and I do not know how they can be opened. Here, I have acquired a key that I was told will open Wanav's cottage here in Portlast. It's near the eastern gate, and may have some information that will allow me access to the tower. Wanav has not been in the cottage for some time, but still I bid you caution. Another gem is held by a fierce warrior woman named Zamithra, who passed through several days ago. I believe she said she was bound for Luskan, but she certainly could have been lying. The third, I've learned, is held by Satara, a witch who dwells within the Neverwinter wood to the east of here. Contacting her has proven to be quite difficult. I wish I had more information to go on. Hopefully, however, this shall prove enough. I wish you the best of luck. I'm trying to get through this quickly so we can move on, but these are the quests we're picking up. Let's talk to the sailor.
Oi, what can I get
Don't
you?
worry,
I
young
should
Andrew. This
stick
will
you
work
with a
out yet.
steak and
Everything happens
cheese.
for a reason, it does.
Where's
Thanks so
that
much
for
for helping me,
mummies?
Al Halor.
I need another beer. Okay.
Tis a long day. I could use a
Oh,
drink.
for goodness sakes, he doesn't like my weapons.
Tis a long day.
If I knew
I
this
could use a
tavern had women
drink.
like you about, I'd travel this way more often. Dude. Alright, Dark Tongue Breakbone.
Hey, on to ye!
Oh, you there? You're from Neverwinter, ain't she? Working for Arabeth? I am, and proud of it. I thought so. You had the cure for whaling all sewed up. Sure, I should have expected you. And you are? Name's Dark Tongue Breakbone. I've been out here since you cured the whaling, looking for signs of where it came from. What have you uncovered? I heard what you've been told, I'm sure. There was a... that's not the right accent, I'm sorry. There was a cult behind the plague, and they be somewhere in the north. I ain't sure where exactly, but I have my suspicions. Where do you suspect the cult is based?
Don't worry, young Ander. This
Dude,
will work out yet.
I'm sorry.
Everything happens for a reason, it does.
Thanks
Just
so
the
much for
editing.
helping me, Al Halor.
Where do you suspect the cult is based? That cult. Along the North Road, and I'll tell you why. There's a network of caves up there. Used to be a few goblins there, but now there are hundreds and worse things as well. I went up there to check it out myself. Seems like there are orcs, bugbears, and goblins crawling all over the hills. That's how I got my knee hurt, too. Bastard goblins ambushed me before I could find out what was going on. So, what makes you think that the cult is involved? First, the beast started to gather just when a plague hit in Neverwinter. Second, there was a man leading the goblins who attacked me. That ain't a typical thing. Maybe the man was a cultist, maybe not. Either way, my gut's telling me that the picture ain't right. I'll be sure to check it out. Listen then, if you find anything, you tell me. 2 heads are better than 1 and all that. We adventurers need to stick together to find those bastards and punish them. Best of luck to you. Wish my knee was healed up so I could come with. A lot of these characters, I mean, they're important because they give you quests and information, but they're also ones that are going to come back up in the story later for
Thanks so
whatever
much
reason.
for helping me, Al Halor.
Alright,
Can I help you?
May I ask you some questions? Has been anything odd going on around here? There's been trouble throughout the north between plagues and werewolves, blah blah. What do you know about the plague? But nature also seems to feel the repercussions of something that severe. Nature? What do you mean? Hearing some strange things about Neverwinter Wood. Of course, that might be completely unrelated. It's just that there is this ranger, Ballard, who was talking about it here the other day. He seemed to be quite disturbed. If you want to know more, I would ask Ballard. He's camped in a grove of trees to the northeast of the inn. Alright, I'll do that. Thanks. Alright. Alright, we don't need to sleep here. But,
Don't worry, young Ander. This will work out yet.
we can see the
Everything
menu
happens
upstairs.
for a reason, it does.
Thanks so much for helping me, Al Halor.
Being the roguety sort. Let's see. Ooh, an unattended chest. Ooh, it's got a trap. We disable it. Yes. It's locked. No. Shoot. I gotta tell Dalen not to do that when I can't get in. Dalen, dude. Stop it! Here, come here. I need to tell you not to do that.
Yes? Is there something
There you go.
need?
Let's change your tactics. Don't help me if I fail to open a locked door or chest. Okay. There you go. You don't need to do that. Dude, I got this. I got this, dude. Okay. See what's in the other room? It's a harmless little bit of thievery right here. Oh, hey, customer.
Tis a long day.
Greetings,
I could
lass.
use a
You're a
drink.
fine-looking woman, aren't you? Care for a drink? No, but I would care to Ooh, steal your stuff. That didn't affect my alignment, did it? No. Probably should have, though.
'Tis a long day.
My,
I could
my.
use a drink.
Yes, I'm a very fine looking. A very high charisma, so I'm going to get that, annoyingly. Okay. Alright, anybody else with a name that we haven't talked to? Not yet. But eventually we know we want to come back and see Al Halor because he has got some great equipment that we just can't afford yet. Alright, Farmer's son wants us to go north. Look at all this stuff on this map to check out. This is what I love in a game. Great story, lots of places to check out and visit, lots of stores. Who's this? She has a name.
Why, hello, my lady. You must be one of the new adventurers in town.
I'm so excited to see that a woman of determined personality can get ahead in this world. Sure. What is your name? My name is Sheldristra. What do they call a bold adventuress like you? Depends on who I'm killing. You don't need to know my name. Young girl, my name is Kala Undomniel. A little less youthful exuberance, please. Oh, I know. I get carried away. It's just that this town is so dull and stifling. It is exciting to meet someone interesting like you. What exactly is wrong with this town? Are you kidding? This is a dead zone. There's nothing to do here. I can hardly wake up without yawning from boredom. Where have you been? Since I've been here, I've been getting like a zillion quests. There's werewolves, plagues, goblins, orcs. There are worse things than boredom, kid. Life is pretty hazardous in the outside world. And I am sure you have experienced it all before. Don't you see that's the opportunity I want? So why are you talking to me about it? You could take me with you. You could be my mentor and I your loyal pupil. We could become famous together. My goodness. So I'm having flashbacks. If any of you watch A Critical Role, Liam's character, Vax, he had a tendency to take people like this along with him. I, however, can't in the game, and I wouldn't even if I could. She's a little annoying to me. Sorry. Vax has much more patience than I have, apparently. Alright. That's not a bad idea. Why don't you go get your weapons and armor and meet me back here in a few minutes? Actually, I've never said that before. Let me do that. We'll do a Vax here. Oh dear, I don't have anything like that. I know. You give me 1,000 gold so that I can run and buy some supplies. 1,000 gold on your life. That is way too much. How about 200 gold and I'll share my food? I want to see what she says. You want me to dress like a street urchin? I don't think so. 1,000 gold is only fair. What happens if you give her the money? How much money do I even have? Well, I could. I've never done it. Okay, I'll give you the money. Actually, that won't really be enough. How about 2,000? Of course, that won't cover my debts here, so we better make it 3,000. Okay, I just wanted to see what happened. Apparently, she just keeps going up and up until you have to say no. All right, you foolish, greedy child. You could just forget the whole thing. No! You bitch! I'm never talking to you again! Sorry. Oh, my goodness. I probably should have put a disclaimer on the beginning of this. This game, I'm not a streamer for children, but most of the streams I do are pretty tame. I don't really swear as a rule. But this one is at least a solid PG-13 rating, maybe some adult stuff, very, very adult content in it, just so you guys are aware if you happen to be watching it. I meant to say that at the beginning of the game, but I didn't. Anyway. Yeah, Sheldristra is extremely annoying. She will come back into the story later.
I told you I never want to see you again. Go away.
Alright.
Greetings.
We can ask the farmer questions. Have you heard any news about the surrounding region? Rumor is that Lusk sealed its gates to anyone coming in. Some figure they came down at the whaling, but I think's different. Not the whaling, huh? I think they're keeping secrets from you Neverwinters and don't want anybody nosing about. Mark my words, you can't trust a Luskan half as far as you can throw an ogre. Okay, dude, well that's interesting. Alright, what's this place? Ooh, the cracked anvil. Maybe they can make us some special weapons. Let's go. Hey, Howl Joel.
Can I help you?
Howl Joel Throndor. Welcome to the Cracked Anvil. I'm Halja Throndo, and I reckon you're here to dither and bargain me right out of business, aren't you, stranger? What can I purchase here? Well, our selection of goods run the gamut, being as that we're the general store for the good town of Port Last. As well, my smith over there can show you a wider selection of weapons if you wish. Why don't you take a look yourself? Okay. Unfavorable? Why am I getting all these unfavorable things? I'm a bard. People should be loving me like crazy. Oh, you've got... Oh. This is all really boring. Oh, nymph cloak +2? Oh, no, I'm not wearing my nymph cloak. I'm not even sure I have a nymph cloak anywhere. I had one in chapter 1, but my charisma is so high. I think I'm wearing the many-star cloak because, it's mark of honor for a magic user. Alright. I mean, I could buy the nymph cloak +2. It wouldn't hurt anything. Are you still here, Martin? Just not hearing too much. Make sure everybody's still with me. This is really a fun game. Ooh, potion of heal. It is, I promise. Still one of my favorites. It's just such a weird time of day for me to be streaming. I don't usually do a Monday afternoon streams, but yeah. Trying this out, see how well it works. I love me some magic bags, but if I remember correctly, yeah, I got plenty of room. Ooh, I have an astral blade. I could sell the astral blade because I'm not using it. How much? 2,152. What does it do? Yeah, it's a longsword +1 sonic, but I'm not using it, and I need the money. Let's sell it. Alright. Well, I hope I didn't lose you, Martin. Now, he did say that the other person in here might be able to give me some special stuff.
Hail to ye!
Half Elven. Okay, what do you have? Do you have some good stuff? Boots of Striding +2. Ooh, Constitution +2. What? No, I already got that. Okay. It's Ogre Power. Have Hide Armor +2. You got anything to match that? Armor of the Stars. +3, light blue. Not bad. But yeah, expensive. Yeah, nothing that I have the money for. Hand axe. Don't need it. I mean, he has some stuff, but I'd rather save up for that stuff, the anti-lycanthropic stuff, because that just seemed really sweet. Okay, alright, so we visited just to check. Let's go. I'm going to try to keep things moving here. Owner's wife. What's up here? I missed something back there. What did I miss? Alliance Arms Inn, I got that. Kendrick's Mercenary, that's where I started off. Temple, we got the temple. Dock House, I didn't do yet. Cracked Anvil, Winehouse Cottage. Okay, I think we're okay. Did I lose you, Martin? I might have, and it's okay if I did. I just don't want anybody to be bored. You're having trouble playing this video. Well, I hope you're still streaming. This is YouTube. YouTube's still going. Alright. I have no idea if Facebook is still working or not. But yeah, I'm just popping in to see if everything's still working. Says everything is. Okay, alright. So Twitch. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll keep going for a little bit longer, you guys, since everything's working. What is this house? Did I... Oh, this is Alhalor's house. Oh, okay, well, let's check out Alhalor's house. Blood splatter on his floor and a trap. This house has a musky, unpleasant odor, though the source is not apparent. Blood, traps, pile of... Dude, Alhalor, what the heck? Alhalor is a guy that sells the anti-lycanthropic... Ew. Dude, you got a crazy house. There's an altar in here, too? Herm! So I don't think Alhalor has suddenly become suspicious. Alright. Doge. And barrels. Lots of barrels. Hey, Pouch. Pooch. Well, I want the crate. Move. Listen. I know you're a guard dog, but I really want this crate. For him. Move out of the way of the crate, Doge! He's standing on the crate. I can't get it. Alright, we'll just chalk it up to him doing his job. What house is this? This is, oh, One Up's cottage. Okay, we're not going in there yet. We will later, but... Talk to a chicken. Kill a chicken with this. Pile of stones. Nice. I'll take it. It's a mercenary. What's back here? Oh, oh, that's the druid they were talking about. Or the ranger, one of those.
Hello there to you. My name is
Ranger.
Ballard. I'm looking for someone interested in a dangerous mission. Might you be interested?
Of course. I am the hero around these parts, after all. Yes, my name is Kala. What do you need? Well, friend, it's not just what I need. There are many lives at stake. Trouble in Neverwinter Wood started with travelers bringing back tales of normally peaceful animals attacking them for no reason. Then farmers and woodcutters began to disappear. The animals have been attacking everyone, even the rangers and druids that are there to help the forest. I fear that without assistance, whole villages near the wood might be destroyed. I don't like attacking animals, so what am I supposed to do about it? There's a grove of druids that are trying to find out what is wrong. The leader is Awil. He sent 3 of his best druids into the wood in search of clues, but nobody has heard from them in a while. It is possible that the druids have returned in my absence, but Awil could still use your assistance in preserving the wood. If you are brave enough, seek Awil in the grove near the forest edge. Are they offering a reward? Just to check, because I could always use a coin. Well, that's not really up to me to say, but I've never known Awil to be stingy when it came to rewarding other people's assistance. Alright. Where is this Neverwinter Wood from here? The wood is to the east of here. Be sure you stop by the grove before you enter the forest proper. Awil might have some information for you. I guess I should go check it out then. I hope to hear from you again when the forest has returned to its natural state. In the meantime, should you need any nature-related supplies, I'll be happy to show you my wares. Oh, let's see your wares. Boots of hardiness. What do I have? Boots of the sun soul. They give me just a +2. What are these boots? Oh, they're expensive. Woo! Armor bonus +2 and constitution +2. Dude! Oh, there's so much cool equipment that I can't afford. I'll sell what I can here, but certainly that's not gonna... Yeah, okay. I had room in there, right? Yeah. So much cool stuff! I just can't afford it yet. We better get out there and do some adventuring, see about getting us some money. Giant +4 to regular AC. Oh my goodness, guys. So much cool stuff. Scythe +1. He's got bolts. Very after wisdom. Okay. What are these things? Bird bath. Ooh, a gem. I'll take it. Again, I need all the money I can get. Fenberries. Okay, wonder if something else back here? Oh, another fenberry bush. I'm not gonna collect a lot of those. You can use them, but it also sits and clutters up your inventory. So. Did I get this barrel already? Yeah, we're going around collecting quests and just kind of checking out the town right now, guys. I hope some of you do.
Well met.
Bandits on the road, huh? I hope some of you do watch, like, Critical Role is amazing. I'm a huge fan of Critical Role. That's how D&D should be played, you know what I mean? So, whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Here. I saw something else up on the hill there. No, I got to the temple. Crackdownville. Ballard's Grove. Eldura! Just west. Let's go talk to Eldura. I think she's west. What? Eldura. She's up on a hill. How do I get up to Eldura? What is happening right now? Alright, well, I guess we'll go up there in a minute. Oh, look, a wishing well. Ooh, there's a silent spell in the wishing well. Very cool. That's where we started off. Kendrick's Barracks. It's Farmer's Son, Sailor. There was a dock house up here, I think, that we didn't do yet. I don't think that's going to take long either. There's also boxes and crates. Woo! Locked, huh? Why did it do that? Not possible.
I'm not even making a dent.
Here, get your weapons out. That might be helpful. The fire should be doing something. There we go. A little bit of fire damage. There we go. What is it? It's a spell. Ultravision. Nice. Okay. Go for a little bit more, guys. Again, exploring town. Making sure we hit what we need to hit. Wow, you're certainly taking a long way, aren't you? Flarg? Flarg. Necklace. Well, you know, we gotta pick up everything we can. Just make sure we earn money. Ooh, that's an arrow of the vampire, I believe. Yep. Too bad I don't use arrows, but I can sell it. It's a magic arrow. Yeah, this kind of detailed, in-depth game with a story and fighting, which we just didn't get to yet because we were checking out town. This is my kind of game. Alright, where'd that dude Flarg go? I want to talk to. Here he is. Hey, Flarg!
Hello?
You looks good. You should date Flarg. That's all he says. Okay, wasn't there... I thought there was a boathouse or something up here. Dock house. That's north. Let's go check out the dock house. Go this way. I hope the music's okay level, that you guys can hear everything. Let's go to the dock house. What's going on here? What? I should have known I couldn't trust you. Things get a little too risky for you, and suddenly the agreed upon price isn't good enough. Captain Mong and Pritchard.
Hello.
You look like someone with some sense to them. Why don't you go talk to that chump into getting me the marbles so I can ship off to Waterdeep? What's this discussion about here? That bum wants me to go to Neverwinter, but they got plague there, and I'm not risking my life to deliver some food and supplies, especially not when my choice is risking my life for getting some marble to Waterdeep for a real payday. I'm talking good money. Let me go talk to the dockmaster. Thank you. I won't hold you to any promises, but if you can get him to give me the good shipment, I'd be thankful. Pritchard.
I greet you.
Look, I don't mean to be rude. Arguing with Captain Mong is draining, so excuse me if I can't talk, alright? I've got supplies to move. what's going on between you and that other guy? I've got 2 shipments, one going to Waterdeep and one to Neverwinter. The Watadavian shipment is worth more, but the Neverwinter package is for relief, put together by the citizens of Port Last. Good Captain Mung's only got room for 1 shipment. Of course, he wants the money from the valuable shipment, but the people of Neverwinter need his relief shipment. Isn't there some compromise that can be worked out? I wish there was, but really, this is black and white. The people of Port Last have worked hard to help Neverwinter. I want that effort to be carried out. I'll speak with the captain about taking the Neverwinter shipment. Thank you. I won't hold you to any promises, but if you can get him to change his mind, well, it would be the right thing. You know, I'm pretty darn good at getting people to change their minds. I'm pretty charming when I choose to be.
Hello!
Hey, you get that chump to open up the port yet? I ain't going nowhere without that marble, and I'm going straight into Waterdeep for a payday. I spoke with the dockmaster, and I want you to change your mind. What? You're taking his side? I'm not risking my life or my men's life. Don't believe that the plague is cured. What if I pay you to cover your costs? But I know it is. I'm from Neverwinter. And when all those Neverwinter starve, so you can get some extra gold. Honestly, that's the truthful, and it's a persuade. Aha! I'm great at persuading. You had to put it like that, didn't you? Fine, I'll take the shipment, but you just leave me alone now, alright? I got work to do. Yeah, dude, whatever.
I greet you.
I don't even know what happened, but I got a bunch of goods that are making their way out to Neverwinter now. Let me thank you for it with this. What did he give me? Oh, he gave me 200 gold pieces? Dude, that was an easy 200 gold pieces. And I got experience. That's not a thank you, but a little more would be. Really? Who would say that? Or you can give me more, or I can go talk to the captain again. No, never forget it. Thank you. Helping Neverwinter was the right thing. And this day, this act of kindness, my faith in humanity is strong. Thank you, kind madam. Thank you. You are so welcome. That was nice pay for such a little thing. Plus, I got some stuff I can loot. Alright. Oh, it's just a book. I don't need that. The books are interesting, though, if you choose to read them. But right now, I don't want to read it. I've been talking like crazy as it is. I don't need that. I got lots of magical bolts. I'll be needing that. Oops. Okay, guys. I think we've hit most things in town, or a lot of them. So we're supposed to be going north. So northeast. That way. That's where we were going to go first. Everybody keeps telling us to go north. We now have a wife that's been kidnapped. And Aaron again suggests I go there first. Let's talk to the Port Last mercenary before I go out.
I greet you.
Oh, not going. Alright, hold on. Let me put him away.
I greet you.
Aren't you a sight for sore eyes? I thought I could talk to you about the road. Ooh, what's this? Sarcophagus. Just laying there? There's just a sarcophagus laying there. Just, you know, right behind the crypt. And I got a glittering necklace from it. Alright, this is to the North Road where everybody wants us to go. To Green Griffin Inn in Luskin. Alright. Let's go up here to this. This is Gerald. This is the farm boy's father. We're supposed to go talk to him about the woman that is missing. Alright. Retro's Chapter 2. We go ahead and save it, guys. That's going to be it for today's stream. I'm sorry about the wonky beginning. I know there's a lot of reading, but you know, the first episode in any chapter in this is going to have that because we're just getting there. We need to get our orders, figure out the town, all that kind of good stuff. So that's why. But it is a great game. This was very interesting for me, streaming 3 places at once, but I'm not going to complain. I'm glad it's working, and I hope that a lot of you will view this in the future.